Well, Adam, brilliant round of 6 under today. 5 under. Okay.
5. Yep.
Was that for? Well, we missed the score out there.
That was a par.
Yeah.
He had me down for a birdie that I parred.
Okay, gotcha. But still, I mean, you're where you want to be.
I was, yeah, in good position through 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the difference today, and did you feel you got as much out of it as you could, given that it seemed like this morning was a little bit tougher in some ways than yesterday morning?
Maybe the pins, but being in the morning wave definitely had a little, the greens were a little more pure in the morning wave. So it had its good with the bad in that regard. In terms of getting what I got out of it, I was able to hit a lot of greens. So I had a lot of good birdie looks. If anything, I feel like I could have gotten a couple more birdie looks to go. But overall, I'm sitting in a fine spot and comfortable with where I'm at currently and looking to get back at it tomorrow.
Sure.
How much tougher can the course get? I know they'll probably try to hide a few more pins and it can get a little longer, but...
It can, I mean, they'll definitely try and make it tougher. They always do throughout the week. They're going to let the rough grow out, assume. They're probably not going to throw much water on it. They might try and do what they can to tuck the pins in that regard, but it's not a super long course in that regard. There's not a lot of guys hitting driver much at all this week. And so with that being the case, you know, hitting irons off the tee or hybrids or 3-woods or whatever, you know, the spread is a little tighter, you know, with those clubs versus a driver, so it helps keep guys in play a little better, you know. So I think that with that being said, the ability to get yourself in the fairway with those comfortable clubs off the tee, you know, give yourself good looks into the greens, just keeps you attacking, you know.
You caddy and play a lot of your golf at a place that looks and probably plays dramatically different than this place. What kind of adjustments do you have to make when you come here, at least visually when you're looking at the course?
Visually, I mean, really you just have to find your spots and trust. It doesn't matter if the fairway's, you know, 20 yards wide like at Lake's course or, you know, 50 yards wide at other courses. You really just kind of got to zone in on what you're trying to do with that golf shot. And all you can do is put your best commitment to that swing at that time. So.
How would you describe your summer so far, competitively?
Competitively, ups and downs. You know, it's definitely had some favorable moments in the beginning of the season with my partner for the 4-ball, and then just this past week I was able to qualify for the Mid-Am. So there's the ups, and then there's been some downs in the middle of the season. Haven't felt like I've played the best golf. So, but that's how golf is. It comes in ebbs and flows, and you know, all you're doing is trying to get up for the next event.
Where did you feel you were able to make your move out here today? When did you feel like you were in that, you know, sort of that scoring zone?
The front 9 is definitely a little more gettable. Yesterday, actually, the back 9 was where I made my birdies, and so I was thankful for that, to be able to grab some out there. But today on the front side, I knew that I squandered a couple opportunities on the first round, and I was just looking to take advantage of the holes. We've got a lot, you know, the holes on the front side, you got a lot of wedges into greens. Keep yourself in position. You'll always have a good look coming in, and then hopefully some birdie putts.
Do you think we'll get to a point in the week where pars will be a good score, or are you going to have to keep a larger birdie mentality than normal in a final 36 hole State Open?
Coming down the stretch, I think that this course will still be able to give up some birdies. I think that anybody content with their score currently is going to fall back in the pack by the time the 72 holes are played. So.
Did you lay up to a number in 18, or were you in not a good position off the tee to go for it?
I hit it into the rough just right of the fairway, in between the bunker and the fairway, and so I just played myself to a number. I tried to get myself to the same number I hit on 17, or well, 8 technically, but my 17th I stuffed it on that hole from about 95, and so I tried to put it to that same number. It wasn't quite the same number, but it was still a decent look at birdie.
What's your history in this event? How in your mind does it compare to what you've done amateur, you know, state amateur wise, Ray Fisher wise, whatever you know, the stuff you played in, and how do you attempt to, you know, kind of seal the deal tomorrow?
And are you saying
in the State Open? I mean, where do you? I mean, how do you feel you've done in this event?
Mhm.
And has it, I guess the question is, has it suited your game as much as, realistically the amateur has, because you've been knocking on the door there loudly?
There's a little difference in what the AM offers versus the Open offers. I think the Open is actually a little more gettable. I think the AM is set up to be probably our toughest event of the year. So you play a little more defense out there. This one, you're still looking to keep yourself in position. There's defense when you need to play, but there's, you just got to find your windows to take advantage and go on the offensive when you can. And then, I've had looks in both the AM and the Open and prior. Last year I was in a really good position after 36 holes and squandered that, so hopefully I'm able to learn from my mistakes and take it a little further this year.
Different field too. I mean, the talent level. It's great at the state AM, but then you get mini tour guys coming back here for this.
100%. Yeah, it's great to see those boys, and I've known those boys ever since growing up. I've been able to see them progress, and now seeing them playing on mini tour events, and one of our guys, George, just having a tour stop here a couple weeks ago. It's nice to be able to be in the same field as them, so you can almost kind of see where you are standing comparison, like what your game feels like compared to theirs and stuff. So it's good benchmark that way.
Do you caddy on one course more than another at Sand Valley?
Right now it's a lot of sedge.
Is it?
They're loving sedge right now. Yeah, there's a lot of work out there, but no, I spread it between all four. Maybe next year I'll work a little bit more on Lido, see what's going on for that. But yeah.
Why would that be?
Yeah, I wonder why.